Welcome to Fendrana Drifts.
Is it snowy here?
It's very cavey, but
There's icicles.
there are snows.
I like snows.
Me too. It snowed here today, so this is appropriate.
It didn't snow here today.
That's a change.
So-
We get this cool little flyover cutscene,
Ooh.
and I think this is actually the only flyover cutscene that shows both Samus walking and the sound that you can hear when there's a upgrade around. That little humming noise.
Hum. A bird.
It's a bat.
Birds. It's flicker bat.
It's a bird.
Also known as a bird.
They're kind of weird. They like phase in and out of existence.
I don't feel like existing right now.
And those are crystallites. They're kind of annoying because they don't really do anything, but they need missiles to be killed. So you just have to like shoot them with missiles in order for them to actually be hurt.
Oh.
There's a save point in there. Ain't gonna use it.
Cause who needs to save?
Yeah, really. We've already saved once this game.
Yeah, I'm just waiting. If only your power would go out at the end of this. But
That would be pretty terrible.
that'd be amazing.
This little secret thing back here is not so much a secret as it is completely required, because you can't actually continue without going back here, because that unlocks the door directly above this little place.
Oh. Fancy.
It is pretty fancy. And then I tried to jump up here, but I just couldn't get high enough. God! Ugh. Couldn't get high.
You need to learn how to jump, man.
I've been jumping this whole game, and it was just like... Nope.
No.
What
is it? Oh, it's a missile.
Yeah, there's a missile
Missiles.
upgrade in there, but we can't quite break that ice open yet.
Oh.
Gonna have to remember to come back here.
Remember to come back there, or I'll hit you.
Oh, trust me, we come through here several more times in this game, so
Good.
we are not going to be forgetting that one. I thought there was
I'm gonna
here, but
I'm gonna remind you every hour or so until we record the episode where you get that.
okay.
Okay.
And here we have a new kind of Bamu. I think
Whoa.
they have the same scanning logbook entry as the original, or the old one we found, the yellow ones. So I just kind of skipped it. They shoot things in circles and you have to go through them.
Makes sense to me. Morphology, baby, she-goth.
Yeah, these things are kind of silly. They're kind of like dinosaur turtles with ice for shells.
Dino turtles.
Not entirely sure how they came about from an evolution standpoint, but their eyes are kind of creepy.
I like their eyes. I like
They
four
have
little
four
dots.
eyes in a single socket.
Those are babies.
Yep, these are the babies.
What do the moms look like?
Oh,
And the dads.
just wait a little while. You'll find out.
Oh man.
Yeah, they're kind of simple. Your first time through the game, they might be a little bit more difficult, but really they just take a charge beam, a missile, and then a couple power beam shots, and they fall over.
Pew pew.
They're not the
None of
toughest.
it.
They're not the toughest one. They're toughest guys in the bunch, so to speak.
Yeah. So what was this place? Because it looks like it's all ruined and old and stuff.
Yeah, it's never really established what exactly was going on in Fendrana Drifts. Up there, there's a spider ball track, if you can't see it.
Oh man. Hey, you circled it with your
I
thing.
did circle it with my thing. Even though this was recorded like a month ago.
Yeah, it was a while ago, wasn't it? Oh well.
Anyway, we're gonna go through this door, and then we're gonna find... Actually, this is something that I haven't scanned yet on this file. This is an ice burrower. They're exactly the same as burrowers, except they're in ice.
They burrow through ice. That's what they do.
I kind of wish I could burrow through ice, but, you know,
That'd be cold.
it would be cold, but I like to be cold. You're talking...
That's
I know I've told Prilt, but for people watching, I run my air conditioner until it's about 20 Fahrenheit, which is like -6 Celsius. So, I like to be cold.
apparently yeah, that's pretty cold. I like moderately warm temperatures, like 60 degrees or like 70 degrees. Those are nice.
Yeah, I guess they're alright. And if my voice sounds a little bit scratchy, I'm actually Coming up on a cold, I think. So my voice is actually.
That's because your air conditioning is at 20 degrees all the time, man.
Shut up, man.
Man, it's you just brought that. You brought that on yourself.
Which is
You
why
have no one.
my mic is cutting in and out because I'm actually muting out all of my coughs. I'm coughing rather significantly.
Well, you brought this on yourself, so you have no one to blame except yourself.
Yep. Now this is weird. This is actually a Chozo script that talks about Flagra, but you cannot get to this script before killing Flagra.
Well, it's just like, you know, remember that boss you killed? Here's something about the boss you killed, in case you remember that boss you killed.
Yep. And if you did the sequence break that I mentioned in episode 2, you can actually go up there and skip directly to the next upgrade we're going to get in Phendrana Drifts. But because we can't exactly reach up there yet, we have to go the normal way. Wow. I know, doing the linear normal progression in a Metroid game, it's so dumb.
It's terrible. Ew, look a door.
I hate doors.
Purple.
Yeah, you're supposed to go through those little beams of energy, but they really don't do, like, any damage at all, so I usually just run right into them. Who cares?
I don't care. I like lasers.
I like to touch them.
I like to eat
I
them.
also landed right on that spike, so I'm surprised I didn't, like, fall over.
Ouch. You're shooting a box.
Yeah, I couldn't figure out how to break these boxes, and I guess it turns out that the big ones just can't be broken. I always thought every box could be broken, but...
Nope, not all of them.
I know that we don't have the strongest weapons in the game yet, so maybe one of the weapons we get later can break them. I'll go back and check. I'll actually come back to this specific spot and check, but I guess nothing we have right now can break them.
I'll hold you to that.
You'd better.
You better come back here. Break those boxes.
I'm going to be so completionist, even though I don't think I'm going to go for 100%, because that's a lot of backtracking, and backtracking is boring.
You should just make a video and show yourself picking up all the upgrades, but then not even show where they are. Be like, look, 100%.
I picked them all up. No, just show like every single like missile pack acquired screen in the game and nothing else.
Yeah, do that. That'll work.
But that would take so much time, and I'm lazy and fat and boring.
Aww. Oh well.
So we raised these platforms that I'm not entirely sure had a purpose, because as soon as you touch them, they collapse. So I don't know what like the Chozo installed them here for.
But just for fun.
But we get the boost ball.
Boost balls.
Yep. Remember seeing those weird half pipe thingies? I was doing like gesture, but you can't quite see me right now.
I saw it. I can see everything. I even said something about it looking mysteriously like a half pipe once.
You did.
I remember that.
And now the game is like, you have to leave, in case you can't tell. And the game's half-pipe physics, this is something that I don't hear a lot of people talk about, but the half-pipe physics are actually really accurate.
Metroid Prime Pro Skater.
Exactly. 'Cause I don't know how many of my viewers, how many people watching this, are actually familiar with how half-pipes work, but you actually have to, like, apply, like, your forward thrust as you're coming down rather than when you're going back up. And that is how you have to do it in this game. You have to release your boost as you're going down when you land, rather than going up the other side.
That makes sense.
It's a really minor touch that I absolutely love, and this building serves no purpose. Other than to confuse me and make me look stupid on YouTube!
Oh. No, the game doesn't have to help you with that. Oh, I just insulted you with it.
Oh, that's cold.
Oh, man. Oh. Hey, you said that's cold and there's ice everywhere.
Yeah, you see? See how everything fits
I
together?
see what you did there.
And now another thing to make me look stupid is I do come back into this building that we can't go through yet and wonder why we can't go through it. And then I think there's an upgrade here. So I get really angry at the wall for not being able to be broken.
Die wall.
Die
hate that wall.
Are you
Die wall. What? No.
What?
What? What?
I don't even know.
I don't even. We're gonna go through a door then, I
Yep,
guess.
and we're gonna have a cutscene.
Ooh.
What could that be?
I could probably guess.
That be a complete.
It's a pterodactyl!
Oh man, could that be a completely static shadow for a flapping pterodactyl?
Yeah, probably.
Now you can see we have a little floating platform here, but the other one is way over there, and we can't quite reach it.
Aww.
And because that's the only other way out of this little, like, main, like, hub area place, we're really pretty much done in Fendrana Drifts for the moment.
Oh. That was fun.
Yep, we just had to come in and get the boost ball, so now we can go do some boosting.
Boost, boost. Boost. Boost is one of those words that's really hard to say more than once really fast.
It is, and I'm not gonna try because I already look stupid on the internet. I'm not gonna look more stupid.
Oh, that's too bad.
You're dumb.
You're on an elevator.
I am on an elevator. These elevators are really cool.
Samus has a face.
They get a little bit cooler in Metroid Prime 2 because they put jet engines on the bottom. Or not jet engines, rocket engines on the bottom, and they like shoot all over the place.
Shoot all over the place.
But they're pretty cool right now.
It must feel weird to go from like a frozen place with snow everywhere to the place with lava. And
Yeah, it
stuff.
always confused me how like Fendrana Drifts and Magmore Caverns are just a single like a single elevator ride apart from each other.
Well, the farther down you go, the hotter it gets.
That's true, and the elevator did go down to Fendrana Drifts.
To Magmore Caverns.
Magmore Caverns. Ignore words I talk.
Ignore everything that anyone says all the time.
Basically, if you hear it coming from my mouth, if you hear it in my voice during an LP, just ignore it. It's probably wrong. All things considered.
Or, well, I'm sure you get something right every once in a while. Maybe.
The sky.
Maybe. What?
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 So, you remember how we found this little, like, shortcut thing back to the Talon Overworld?
I think so.
Now we're gonna make use of it.
Useful things. Yay.
But first we're gonna kill this Magmore. Because he's
Die, Magmore. You have no right to be in Magmore Caverns,
Mr. Magmore.
Mr. Magmore.
We're just gonna
Why?
dodge this Triclops because he's adorable and I don't want to kill him.
He has 3 little spikes on his face.
And I landed on top of that box because I'm definitely pro at this game.
Definitely. Don't jump into the upside down flame pillar things.
I'll do my best. Now, one of my favorite things about the boost ball is how much faster it makes just like normal morph ball travel. Because like when you first get it, it's like you can use this to go on half pipes. And I don't know if it's because I'm stupid or if it's a common thing to miss. But I actually didn't notice until, like, I think I was about halfway through my second playthrough of this game that you can use it just to, like, make your boost ball go just faster in general and get through, like, tiny little caverns and stuff really quickly.
Really? It seems like that'd be kind of the thing that, like, you know, boost fast.
Well,
Maybe.
it's just, I don't know, I guess, like, when I started, it was like, when I got it, it was just like, hey, the boost ball is used in half pipes. And I was like, okay, let's use it in half pipes. And it never really occurred to me to use it anywhere else. I don't know why.
Yeah, I can't remember any examples, but things like that happen to me sometimes in games, and I just don't realize something that seems really obvious.
Yeah, that happens to me in a lot of games.
I can't remember what, though. Oh well.
Here we have ourselves Mr. Deathweed again.
Deathweed. Murder it.
I did. He caught on fire and now he's dead.
Oh.
This game is pretty much destroy indigenous wildlife, the game.
That's what I was thinking, because that's kind of, you just come to this planet and kill everything that lives there.
Yeah, you're just like arrive on the planet with this rocket launcher on your arm, and these things are just like hanging out.
You're like the Christopher Columbus of space.
I am! I'm European settlers, except instead of smallpox, I have missile launchers.
That's, you know, Samus.
The entire game is an extended metaphor.
It is.
Now this is the... Actually, I think this is the half pipe that you mentioned.
I think it might be. It's maybe.
Tall half pipe. I can imagine skateboarding on that. It would be pretty amazing.
That looks like a lot of fun. Yes, me.
That would be pretty cool. And this is actually where I thought we were going to come out the first time we were up here in the last episode. I thought we were going to come up here and morph ball our way through this little hole. But I forgot that we had to go get the boost ball first.
Yeah.
But...
I like the music.
Yeah, just the entire soundtrack of this game is absolutely outstanding. And there's our ship. Hello, ship.
Hi, ship. Are you gonna? I was just about to ask if you were gonna shoot it, and then you shot it.
Yep.
You're the best.
And up here we get the upgrade, which
Space jump boots.
Yep, it's the upgrade that is the upgrade that you would have gotten if you did that scan jump sequence break thing that I mentioned. Actually, earlier in this episode, now I think about it.
Yeah. Now you can jump high. No way.
I think it slightly increases your jump height, but it also gives you a double jump.
So you can just jump higher because you can jump again. Amazing. Amazing.
Take a little stopover in our ship real quick. But we're not going to save, we're just going to refill our energy and missiles and whatnot.
Whatnot.
And stuff. The game sometimes doesn't like...
took a nap.
Yeah, power napped. The game sometimes doesn't like to retrack your cursor after you go into a menu, so sometimes I have to wave it around like crazy. But there's a missile expansion back here.
Wait. Missile expansion. 5 more missiles. Now you can shoot more things.
And now that we have this handy little double jump, we can actually go out the other door of the little ship landing place. Go past glowing flowers.
Is it normal for kids when they play a game that has a double jump for them to go outside and actually try to double jump? Because I definitely did that.
Yeah, I definitely tried for a little while. I also tried to I heard pick yourself up by the bootstraps, and I tried to grab myself by the belt and pick myself up more than once as a child. I was a dumb kid.
That sounds kind of funny.
And then
actually.
As I got older, seriously, I went to the gym and I was like, I weigh 150 pounds. I can bench press 150 pounds. Why can't I pick myself up? Why can't I fly? Really upset about it for a little while.
You just haven't figured it out yet. You're gonna be the guy who figures out how to do that, and then everyone's gonna be looking back in history, be like, remember Play Madness? He's the guy who found out how to fly, and now humanity is a lot better because we can fly.
Yes. I actually, every once in a while, I do try to pick up the chair that I'm sitting on by the hand armrest, just in case if I can pick up my chair as I'm sitting on it.
And one day I'll be spying on you and I'll film you trying to do that.
That's incredibly creepy. Thank you for sharing.
And then I'll upload it to YouTube, and everyone can see you trying to fly. And then when you learn how to fly, people can look back at the video and be like, "This is how it started."
I knew he was going somewhere.
I knew it.
But anyway, we're playing a video game.
Are we? Oh yeah.
This is the impact crater. There was a meteor that impacted and left a crater.
Oh.
The soundtrack here, again, I know I'm going to say this over and over and over again, but the soundtrack here is absolutely phenomenal.
The soundtrack here is also pretty good.
Yep. And here we find our first Chozo artifact. This game is the artifact of truth. This artifact is the artifact of truth, the first of 12. This game does have a 12-piece fetch quest type mini game to open up these 12 pillar things. But really that's not terribly difficult to do, because I don't scan any of them here because I don't want to give away anything that's coming later in the game. But if you scan those pillars, they tell you where each of the each of the artifacts are. They're not like, oh, they're in Chozo Access B tunnel or whatever. It's always really cryptic. But it's pretty straightforward once you've played through the game and you're like ready to get into the last area, which is what that opens up. Spoiler alert.
Oh, you just ruined it.
Yeah, I just ruined the entire game. Sorry, LP over.
Oh man.
But going in there is actually pretty simple. And I think you can pick up most of the artifacts on your first pass through the area. Like, you don't have to go through the area and then at the end of the game go back to the area that it's in just to find that artifact. If you know it's there, you can pick it up your first time through the room.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember this now. Because I've seen this game before, you know.
Yeah, some people were like, oh, there's a fetch quest at the end. That's so dumb. But I was like, no, it's not really that bad.
Hey, it gives you an objective.
Exactly.
You have things to do.
But people seem to react really negatively to objectives in Metroid games.
You just want to run around and explore and shoot.
Yeah, it's like everyone... There was such a huge backlash to like Metroid Fusion. When they were like, what? They give you objectives? They tell you where to go? This is the most horrible thing that could ever possibly happen in the world. But I actually really enjoyed Metroid Fusion.
How dare they make me do things in a video game about doing things.
It's actually one of my favorite games in the series. Which is evidenced by the fact that we're wearing the Fusion suit right now.
We are in a half-pipe.
Yep, this half-pipe just leads up to a Mistral expansion.
That might have been the one that I pointed out. Maybe.
It was one of those two, because those are the only two we've seen so far.
Yeah, this one looks familiar.
Well, we've walked through it.
Well, that one looks more familiar. There's like different levels of familiarity.
It's more familiarity.
Yes. Look at cave.
Yep, now we're just gonna head back on out to the Talon overworld. Because it was at this point that I was like, you know what? I've recorded like the first 6, 7 episodes now, so... Well, now that I see it cut up, it was actually the first 6 episodes. So I was getting a little tired, and I wanted Samus to go back to sleep in her ship, so we're gonna head back to the ship.
Even though she just had a nap for a little bit ago.
Well, it was just a power nap, and then she had to go all the way out and, you know, do some extreme half-pipe sports.
That's true. Those do tend to tire people out.
Yeah, extreme sports are usually a little exhausting.
Sometimes. Unless it's like extreme chess. That's more like invigorating.
And have you ever played extreme chess? Have you ever played chess as a contact sport?
No,
Yeah,
actually.
But Sam will take a nap, and I'm gonna take a nap. Maybe you should take a nap too.
Outro.
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 Outro.